So, and then this quote. Soon after, I knew that I was going to start in television, and that I was not going to be able to be a nurse, which is what I wanted to do. But that was back in the day when counselors pretty much told you, you won't be good at that, you'll be good at this. And that's how I got into this industry. I loved the performing arts. I loved writing. And so at the time, in Jackson, Mississippi, the television industry was opening up and inviting African Americans, black people, journalists to give it a whirl. I was at Jackson State University, in high school, Jackson State University's communications department was really on a roll. So the counselor said, because I was like, I'm gonna be a nurse, like my sister and my aunt, and she was like, no, you're not. This was the counselor, not my parents. She said, no, you're not, you're gonna go into television news. And I just said, yes, ma'am, because that was the age where, parents believed that instructors knew what they were doing and they trusted them. And it was back way many years ago when parents knew children would lie. Parents don't know that now. I don't know if you know that, but parents don't know their children lie. And so they will go up to a school in a heartbeat and tell the teacher, you're lying on my child. But I digress. So I think Mrs. Johnson. Okay. So I went into the industry, and it was, my family thought, oh my God. They were embarrassed for me because, I'm from a farming family where you touch things and you grow things, you build up things like your children and your character. And so when I explained that I would be talking and writing, it was just like, oh dear. And so my mother, who's not an educated person academically, but to this day is one, even with her early stages of Alzheimer's, she is just brilliant. And I remember she said, on her way out to her, what was she doing at the time? My mother started cleaning a building once they left the farm. She started cleaning a building. Oh no, she did domestic work. Like she would sneak out because my insane father with 9 children didn't want his wife working. First of all, they had 9 children, so something's not right. But then, I don't want my wife to work. What? So Mom would sneak out and she would do domestic work, and he was in a truck driving, gone. And so then she decided, this won't last. Even if it does, I can't do this. And it's just amazing that a farmer girl would have that kind of attitude. And she is really the person who taught us, you are what you answer to. Now, if you answer to someone calling you a fool, or the N-word, or a slut, so that rubs off on you. So if you don't bend over, nobody can ride your back. That was the little farmer girl who taught us that. But when she realized what I was going to be doing and accepted it, she said, now, don't you pay attention to how people treat you. You look at how they treat people who can't do anything for them. Think about that. That's absolutely right. And when he said, are you just a secretary? He mistakenly thought there was nothing you could do. Okay, enough about that. But that's who I am. Those 2 quotes add to your understanding and knowledge of where I'm from